you know, and I shouldn't have to reach out to Gillie like this, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that I have to go on Drink Champs and, you know, damn near do what we talked about other doing, you know what I'm saying, to get his attention.
I told you to watch out.
Yeah, now as far as the real Rick Ross, you know, he spoke on my business, right? Get a little bro number 3-piece. Nigga, you got all these wing styles.
Okay, you going too fast.
No, we ain't going too far, Lord.
Alright,
no.
There's Freeway Rick Ross who told you to read the books.
No, we talking about Rick Ross.
We talking about the rapper Rick Ross, yeah, okay.
Because
Miami-Dade County. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm in Miami, Rick.
Yeah, MMG.
I felt like you got all this shit.
What did he say? Give Turk a 3-piece.
Give Turk a 3-piece, but at the same time, I didn't reach out to this nigga when I had my verified check. I'm banned now. They didn't. I don't know what they did. They deactivated my account. But I reached out to homie, right? And he ain't reach out. So was you clout chasing? Nigga, just like you
making that song based around my brother from 305 in my Yale and what he experienced with the nigga Birdman. Not you, homie.
Holy moly, guacamole. What up, though? Y'all already know how it goes. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. Shout out to all my supporters. I mess with y'all heavy. I just want to comment on this real quick. As you can see in the videos that I showed prior to me coming on, Rose responded with some class and a little bit of jokes. He said get a dozen of each flavor of Wingstop chicken sandwich, dog. Oh my God. When Rose get to talking about food, man, I get to fantasizing what he talking about and it make me hungry, man. Oh man. But shout out Rose. Turk sound like a bitter baby mama that just can't get over the past, man. A lot of guys come home from prison. My cousin got that problem too, right? I talked to him maybe a year ago. You on your 24th year, homie. You about to come home. He's still talking about, nobody wrote me while I was in jail. I reached out to people. This is, first off, man, you wasn't close with people before you went in. And nobody owes you nothing when you go to jail. You didn't already have a tight-knit family in the first place. What make you think they're going to be tight-knit when you go to jail? You do what I'm talking about? And when they preached to you and told you about not going to jail. Now, Turk, it's like a similar situation. You damn near on top of the world. I know you're getting cheated out of some of your money or whatever, but you was making more than the average hard-working American citizen at the time. You could have made a lot from that. Juvenile still made a lot from that. Still looking good. Still on gold. Still shine. Wayne went on to become very successful and blow up, sell millions of albums, so on and so forth, man. But, you know, you young, dumb, you make mistakes, but nobody told you to choose to be a heroin addict and go broke and go to prison. I commend you for overcoming that. But, homie, essentially, you was a whole dope fiend. Guys kept your name alive. That don't mean that when you come home, they gonna roll out the red carpet for you, give you money and features. You think they owe you that? I don't even know if he has does he have an album out or multiple albums out? I don't know if he has more than one album out. I'm not even sure about the one. Was it completely his? I don't know. Like, you're not that much of a, when they came to interview you, yes, you had influence with the Hot Boys, but people wanted to be Lil Wayne, people wanted to be Juvenile. We respected the gangster stuff we heard about Turk, but people wasn't really trying to be Turk like that from my experience of the Hot Boy days. But we did want to wear the shiny guest suits, and we was putting aluminum foil in our mouth. You did have an impact on the culture, but musically, brother, you're not a legend like that. You got some nice songs out there, but a body of work in the catalog you don't have. Essentially, Nori did that because, and like a lot of people do, Vlad do, they do the interview through other people to ask questions about people that they can't get a hold to. Like, they talk about, like Vlad always asks, he did the thing with Terrence Gangsta Williams. Well, actually, Terrence Gangsta Williams had a crazy street history. He was infamous, but that's to get some questions about Baby. Tony Yayo to get some questions about 50 Cent. Tony Yayo do phenomenal videos. There's no knock on him at all. And the reason I, always make that clear to certain people is no knock on him, because it amazes me. Little B said he watched my video. Like, I got the whole message. I ain't gonna be like no super groupie and nothing like that and just put it out like, oh man, that's great. And you got guys like Big Tim reaching out. You got guys like Ricky Rimmer Bay reaching out. Yaya Jordan. I forgot the one dude from California did all that time. So I always want to make sure I'm not disrespectful to people, but that interview was actually to ask about Baby and Wayne, and you would tell the stories that they wouldn't tell, like the whole Krabs thing. You didn't have to say that. You could have said, hey, me and some other people on the tour, we called it STD, gave it to our girls. That's messed up. You talking about Krabs and bears and shit. Nobody want anybody to put out, hey, I had an STD or I had a parasite infection. People want to keep that under wraps. Everybody not open to say, hey, I had an STD. You know, I don't even want to tell people that sometimes. I had, and I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, I had 3 STDs at once from one girl. I was so stupid to go behind her. This girl from E-Course, we just gonna say she white and Mexican with tattoos on her face. Okay, we not gonna say no name, man. I don't want no defamation claims or whatever. Nobody trying to get at me, but I just want to put that out there. Everybody know who she is. She been with everybody in E-Course and had a bunch of names tattooed on her. Y'all look at the picture if you know. But nobody, like, you put that out there, man, and see why people don't rock with you. See why they avoid questions about you, like Baby did it in the interview that he had with DJ Academics, man. People moved on. They grew up. He also talked about the prices that he gave Juvenile when he asked him for a feature. Like, he went a little bit above. Like, bro, I told Hotboy Jesse, why would you pay him $2,000-$3,000 for an interview like that? Like, that's not gonna make $2,000-$3,000 back unless you talking about long term over 4 years. At the position you at right now, with 10,000 subscribers, it's gonna take forever to make that money back. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Dude don't have no music out here bubbling, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm tearing the brother down. I'm just pointing out, when guys be in prison, they feel like somebody owed them something. So I guess he won a lawsuit, got some money, and now he got, he on top of the world. But hopefully you don't relapse into old ways, drugs and old bad habits and things like that, and you continue to prosper. Hope the Big Thuggin' podcast go off. I love him as a storyteller, great storyteller, very adamant person. I think he real, but just one more discrepancy, right? That I think about it. This guy recorded his brothers. He called these guys his brothers, but he talk about he got receipts and openly record the guy. Like, if I was his manager, his wife, or anybody that was there with him, I'd have been like, bro, stop saying that. You sound like a whole clown. When people call me, like, I had a conversation a couple weeks ago that I could have recorded and got some views off of it, but I didn't do it because it's just lame and girly. Like, I know you've been gone 10 years or 8 years, 8 months, 16 days. You kept saying that. I remember that number. Might play that in the lottery. And I know you're getting re-familiar with technology and cell phones and recording systems and bread, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But to be sitting up there recording people, bro, that's all types of goofy, lame stuff, bro. That's goofy and very, 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 very lame. And he openly admits this? You got to recognize now, like, this is why people don't want to deal with you. If I was him, I'd be taking any show money I can get. I understand people feel like they have a certain type of value, but when you really hit the market and you see what his videos doing, if he not on nobody else stuff, he ain't really doing no numbers. So I'll take anything to help build me up and put behind me. Sometimes you gotta promote these videos. Like, I fell out the algorithm, so eventually I'm gonna have to drop a lot of content, get back in the algorithm, talk about some things I might not want to speak on, or don't even feel like it, and maybe even have to pay for promotion at the end of the day. But I got such a good core audience, I know I can get a couple thousand views in a couple days. It might not be immediately no more, but still. And I got to recognize my faults and what I've done. When I came home from prison, I was bitter the same way. My cousin Zeke and them, they didn't check up on me while I was in prison. They didn't check on my mother. They didn't ask to see if I was doing okay. And then, they double back once, the YouTube kind of going up, and hey, I want to do something with you. Hey, I want to meet up, have dinner, this and that. But when I came home, nobody hit my hand or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, we wasn't close before we went in. So it's on me to put my pride to the side and say, hey, yeah, let's link up, let's do something to build that rapport and that bond. Even though I'm probably not going to do it, right? Because I don't allow people to double back on me. This is, you see the vision from the beginning or not. But I'm not going to sit up here and complain about it and be on every video. Oh, you didn't do this for me. You didn't reach out to me, this, and that. If you didn't, then it's F you. Peace and blessings be upon y'all, man. Make sure y'all go add me on Patreon. My TikTok, that thing bubbling. That thing bubbling, man. Make sure you hit me up on Patreon. It's free. If you want to donate, you can. If not, just enjoy the videos, the content. As long as I'm getting the message across, that's what really matters. I get the money regardless, whether it's monetization on here, whether it's working, whether it's selling house paint, whether it's doing this or that. I got to get to the Skrilla Scratch paper yaper. You dig? Peace and blessings be upon all y'all. Big old 5.